The Irish hide something very strange inside their bread. Whoever finds it supposed to have good luck. Last week we traveled to the country of Georgia to make famous hincali. Today we're visiting Ireland for the most beloved bread called Barmbrack. And the question is, what exactly are they hiding inside the bread, and would we find it in ours? So grab your passports and let's travel to Ireland. I thought it was a little strange to soak raisins in tea, but that's actually a common step in traditional barmbrack. Letting them sit overnight helps them become soft and flavorful before they are mixed into the dough. Historically, people of Ireland used black tea, so I made a cup of hot tea, but I needed for it to cool off before I could actually pour them on raisins. Another thing that I found interesting about this recipe is that it uses two different kinds of raisins, regular raisins and golden raisins. This combination adds a little variety in both flavor and texture, but if you don't have both on hand, it's okay. You can use any other dried fruits. With the raisins soaking overnight and ready to go, it was finally time to start the dough. We started out mixing flour and butter first.
We are going to mix a butter in. So we want to use our fingers and we want to rub it into a flour. So we'll have butter and flour together. You ready?
Is it gonna make dough?
Yep, eventually it will. So now we're going to add all the dry ingredients and we'll start with pumpkin spice.
Next, we added a teaspoon of cinnamon and a half teaspoon of salt. Because we're making traditional bread, we are going to use yeast.
Okay, make a bunny hole in right here. Perfect.
Dun dun.
All right, so take the spoon and mix it all together. So add sugar.
We don't have sugar next.
Yep.
I thought you said egg.
No, I forgot sugar. So go ahead and add 1/4 cup of sugar. Perfect. Mix it up. Good. Oh, all right. You want to crack it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right.
2 teaspoons?
All right, let's add some milk. Little.
After adding all the milk that the recipe called for, I really felt that my dough was still very dry. So I warmed up about 1/4 cup of milk and little by little kept on adding to the dough until it felt like it finally came together. Meanwhile, my raisins not only looked beautiful and plump, but also smelled so delicious. To incorporate the raisins, I rolled out the dough, added a layer of raisins, folded over, and kneaded. I repeated the process several times until all 2 cups of raisins were mixed in.
I'm not going to lie, this seems like so many raisins and the dough is now very sticky. So I brought out a little bit of flour to try to make it less sticky. So I don't know, you know, help me? Sprinkle it. Thank you, bud. So I'm gonna keep our fingers crossed that this is going to come out just fine. Wow, you got to be so tall.
We sprayed the bowl with cooking spray, put our dough in, covered it with a towel, and let it rise until the dough doubled in size. It took us about 2 hours. While the dough was rising, it was time to travel to Ireland to learn fun facts about the country. Did you know Ireland is home to more sheep than people? With nearly 4 million residents and over 5 million sheep, these woolly animals are practically everywhere you look. Here's another fun fact. Ireland is the only country in the world with a musical instrument as its national symbol. The Irish harp has represented the country for centuries. Did you know that Titanic was built in Ireland? The famous ship was constructed in the city of Belfast and took more than 2 years to complete before the first voyage in 1912. After about 2 hours, the dough was ready to be punched down and shaped.
It smells so delicious. The notes of cinnamon and pumpkin just bring so much fragrance to this bread.
Now comes the tradition that makes Barmbrack so special. After shaping the loaf, I wrapped a clean coin in parchment paper and tucked it deep inside the dough before baking. For generations in Ireland, families have hidden small objects inside Barmbrack as part of a Halloween tradition. If you found the coin in your slice, it was said to bring good luck and even prosperity in the year ahead. Just don't forget to warn everybody before they take a bite. After hiding the coin inside, I covered the loaf and let it rise for about an hour. Then I brushed the top with an egg wash to give it that beautiful golden crust and baked it at 350 for about 45 minutes. Halfway through, I loosely covered it with a foil to keep the top from browning too much, and before taking it out, I always check the center with a toothpick to make sure that it's baked all the way through.
This is so good. Very pleasantly surprised because the bread itself is not very sweet until you bite into raisins. And raisins, because they were soaked in tea, are bursting up in flavor. And they're so moist. I want to know, where has this bread been all my life? Because this is amazing. I'm getting ready to call my kids. They do not know what slice has a coin. They're so excited. They've been waiting all day. So let's get them. Fingers crossed, one of these pieces have a coin. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Get set, go!
Gonna be rich.
We all enjoyed a warm slice of Barmbrack spread generously with butter. The kids loved it and said it reminded them of Christmas. After they ran off to play, I couldn't resist sneaking another slice, this time with butter and little raspberry jam. As I sat there enjoying the peace and quiet, the chickens must have caught the delicious smell because they came over to join me too. And I was kind enough to share. One country down, a whole world left to explore. Thank you for joining us. Let us know in comments what country we should travel to next. And we will see you on our next adventure.